Welcome to another episode of The Intellectual. Adam, how you been?
Not bad. Hello to everybody.
Yes.
My favorite time of the week.
Really, it is.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
I'll let you guys in on something. I was watching a recent podcast that you and Pantelis and Terry and Ted were on. I did not know that the person in this room, who's the executive producer, had only 12 listeners some 10 years ago. Okay.
When I started podcasting?
Yes.
Well, that's how, when you start, that's how it usually works, right?
I suppose, yeah. It depends. Maybe you had your own amateur radio station.
I love how excited you were. He's like, I got some news to drop. I don't know if you guys know this, but you know Amazon, when it first started, they only sold books and it was out of a garage. Well, yeah, of course. How do you think you have to start with zero?
Yeah.
I don't know how the alternative made sense in your head. How someone could come out of nowhere, new medium, 2010, there's no podcasts don't exist, and I would have a million. Like it doesn't make sense. How people know I exist?
I think this is a little bit on the weird side. If I were said, well, maybe there was a huge company and you just came in and bought it out. They were on the verge of bankruptcy. Whatever. There are other scenarios, but they're just not likely.
I love the way the world works in his head. It's so. I wish.
No one has to scam you anymore. You scam yourself,
Man, I wish sometimes my head worked that way.
Really?
No, actually, no. That's a bit far fetched.
Okay, here's a story which I think makes
worked.
a little bit of sense. Maybe there was somebody who was here who was already well known, and he took you on under his wing.
No, bro. There was no podcasting. Was a fresh thing at the time.
So you got on the bandwagon at the right time.
There was no bandwagon. That's what I'm saying.
He created the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In any case, I mean,
And
I
all the
appreciation when
seats
it's
in the
due.
bandwagon, they all had dildos attached.
It was the bang wagon.
Yeah, the bang wagon, baby.
Guys, I have something that's been on my mind. There's actually two people in my environment. One's a friend and one's an acquaintance.
Your nose hairs.
They will not. No.
Oh, by the way, I went to get my nose hairs waxed.
Yeah.
If you want to go, it's $6.
Where?
In parc-ex. I'm just saying. If
You'll
you
tell
guys
me
want.
after.
Yeah, tell me after.
It's not a secret, but if you guys want to go,
I'm gonna ask next door. I think they do it.
we're next door here.
Yeah.
Oh, can you find out if they do it? Because I'll
Yeah.
start fucking.
I keep forgetting to ask.
Ask when you leave and ask if they wax dicks.
I'm not gonna ask that.
Ask if they wax dicks.
I'm not gonna ask.
Ask if they wax dicks.
I don't want the police called
Send
on
a
us.
messenger to do it
What do
for
you
you.
mean? It's a real. It's a legit question.
I'm gonna ask her nose hairs and unibrow.
Yeah, ask nose hairs, unibrow, and be like, taint, asshole, and dick. Just so we know.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell. It's not for me. It's for a friend.
So the guy with the long hair.
Yo, speaking of taints and assholes, did you know how they said their ABCs in Catholic schools?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
So the song goes like this in Catholic schools. It's a bit different. It goes A B C D E F G elemental H I J K elemental penis in your little anus.
Not a clue who made that one up.
The guy in front of you.
I did.
The moron in front of you.
So, guys, I'm going to be a little bit on the intense side. There are two people in my environment. One's a friend and one's an acquaintance. And
Which one is your enemy?
Neither. This guy, all right, I'll start off with what the first guy who started this whole controversy said. And I just thought I would see if I can get a popular opinion, okay? There is a website called touchmywife.com. I've never seen it, but I'll give you the description.
Excuse me. You can't just brush over that.
wait,
That's, what the
wait,
fuck
I'll
are
give
you
you
talking
an
about?
opportunity. It has to do with sexuality, okay?
Oh, you think touchmywife.com has to do with sexuality.
Okay, we'll get to the meat. Let me get to the meat of what's on my mind.
That's
then
not the
we'll
meat,
go
okay.
into the side matters after, okay?
Oh, yeah, the side matters.
So this guy basically asked me a question, and it's centered around morality. In the video on this website, it's allegedly it's a guy's wife's birthday, and as a present, he comes in and brings in another guy who sleeps with her. And listen carefully.
They
My
tricked him into
reasoning is
watching
very
Cuck
simple. I go to this other guy that I met through this other friend. He's more of an acquaintance. And I told him the same thing. And he says, buddy, I mind my own business. That's none of my concern. I don't care what other people do.
Good.
This guy's basically telling me, well, give me an answer. What do you think? And I'll give you, okay, let me start at the
Hold on.
grassroots.
Where's this story going?
I'll get there. Okay?
At some
I
point.
wanted to get the popular opinion of starting with the people in this room. Okay.
So
And
you
let
want
me
to
tell
be
you
the
my
birthday
reasoning.
gift to the wife?
No, I'm against that. Okay. Now
You're against
let
birthday
me
gifts.
use very simple. Let me use a very simple.
You're a terrible
analogy,
man, bro.
Okay. I don't really care to discuss all the other societies in this world. I'm just talking about the society of
Societies.
Montreal. Okay. Most people I'm just going to give you an example, Pantelis. Maybe you went and robbed the corner store last night. I don't care. That's none of my business. But there's a point I'm trying to make, okay? We are not anybody's slave here. We're not in Saudi Arabia. We have laws. We have rights as humans, right? For the most part, okay? If you go and rob a store, let's just say, you know how you get punished? You go to jail, okay? They don't cut off your arms. They don't, you know what I mean? My point is, okay?
I don't think you have a point. I think you're just spewing nonsense.
Work with me and you'll see the commonality, okay? You want to go and rob a store? More power to you, okay? The bottom line, though, is that never mind the fact that that's also illegal. That is immoral. You're stealing and you're at the end of the day.
Well, depends. What if you have a family to feed?
I haven't gotten there yet.
Your
okay?
whole life has been stealing, but go on.
I answered this guy's question about would you have some other guy come in and sleep with your wife? Okay, let's say because you can't get it up or something. Never mind the reasons. Does the idea of moral values, you get married to somebody and you're supposed to be faithful to them, does that not throw them out the window? The commonality between that and
not
the
if they're
robbery,
agreeing to it.
Well, okay.
What's the female
brought it up.
equivalent of cuck?
There isn't because the way society worked, is this. We already discussed this. Remember how if a chick gets banged, it ruins a relationship. But dudes used to always have mistresses because that's how men are made. Like they say. So that's why we never had an equivalent. But I think now in the modern age and things are supposed to be equal, they're probably going to come up with a term like this for women that watch their guy get. It's inevitable. They're gonna come up with a term.
I don't want to go into details, but there was a guy that I used to work with, okay? And this
You
guy
fucked his wife.
suspected, you're getting, no. He suspected his wife was cheating. Wait, hear the story. He suspected his wife was cheating.
Why? Because
And you know what
her
he did?
lipstick was on your dick.
I don't know the details. You know what happened? He put
Why
a
would you
recording
hold on,
device.
pause.
I didn't catch that dick part. I didn't catch what you said.
Why would you? The way he answers makes him seem so suspicious.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm too consumed with my thought, okay?
Okay.
He put a recording device in his room, somewhere in his bedroom, and he heard, ooh, the sex that you and I had was so... So he caught her. Now, let me please say the whole story.
Stop screaming.
Sorry.
What did he hear? Because you can't brush over that.
I don't know the details. He got his proof through the recording device.
Okay, but you
that
said a
his
couple
wife
of things. You
cheated
said,
on him.
you have to let people understand what you're saying. If you just rush
Okay,
through it, it's
fine.
not fun.
It doesn't matter how he got the evidence, but he
We didn't
got
ask how.
clear
We said,
evidence.
what did he hear?
He heard, I'm not going to invent any answers. Through the device, through the recordings,
Yes.
he heard how he was sleeping. Okay, wait, you have a point. I don't know if it was the actual sex that he had or this conversation with the woman. It was so nice having slept with you. That's not the point. He used the recording device to deduce the fact that his claim was right. His hunch was correct. My wife is cheating on him. He ended up divorcing her and they had 2 small kids. Does that not throw the whole idea of morals out the window? You think he appreciated the fact that his wife cheated on him? My point being that and the robbery.
Can I just say something? Because
Yes.
and this is the truth, and it's gonna be hard for you to hear. You don't have a point. You're mixing a cuckold situation that your friend showed you, like some porn site or whatever for adult, and then you're mixing with a story of a guy you heard whose wife was banging other people, which is by the way, him, and he's not aware of it. That's not a cuckold. That's two different things. You're mixing different stuff that you heard, and you're trying to make some kind of a grand moral statement as a convicted felon.
So
None of this is valid.
I would answer no to all these questions. You're married and you're cheating on your wife. What does that tell you about moral principles?
But
So
how does he represent all of society? That's like saying there's a man, he went out and he set fire to children and raped women.
Let me
But what
back
does that
up a
tell you
little
about
bit.
morality? What
Let
does
me-
that do with me or Poseidon?
Let me
We
back
didn't-
up a little bit. A guy asked me, he showed me the video. What do you think? I said, it's ridiculous because it's against moral principles.
Okay, dude, you
You're trying to prove here.
What are you trying to prove? He's like his moral principles. You were literally
That he's getting
you're
on
still
my
under
nerves.
house arrest.
He's getting on my nerves. And I went to another guy and he said it perfectly. That's none of my concern. I don't care.
Exactly.
Like that.
That's this is you know what your answer should be as an adult. Adults doing consenting things. If this guy likes to watch his wife get banged by 9 guys, or if she wants to watch him fuck 10 girls, bro, if it's consenting adults, it's none of your business. It's none of my business, bro. What are you, the government? You want to say who's gonna get married? It's none of our fucking business.
So
you're
wanted
trying to put an end to this.
I
You're
wanted
trying to put an end to
arm
this.
Myself
It's
with
not up
an
to me to be the
answer
moral arbiter
to
of anything.
Give this guy, why are you busting my balls about what would I do? So what the second guy said is perfectly sensible. None of my business, none of my
What's
concern.
the point of this?
So then what's the point of the story?
Can I start from the beginning, please? Okay, I omitted to say this. I'm sorry. There is a guy who's been kind of imposing his views on me. What do you think, Adam? What do you think, Adam? I wanted
Wait,
to
hold
find
on.
myself
What do you
through
think,
the
Adam,
show.
is the opposite of imposing his views? He's asking for your views.
Wait, is this guy trying to get you to bang his wife?
No, it's a guy that likes.
These kind of
escorts,
things.
and he likes these kinds of things. Yes.
Okay, leave him alone.
And he asked me, Adam, what do you think? Okay. He's been getting on my nerves, so I wanted a popular opinion from the people in this room. What would you guys say about a case like this?
Two things. One, you're a problematic individual, and I'll tell you why. Literally, someone asking you, what do you think, is the opposite of him imposing his views on you. It's the complete opposite. It's him asking for your views on the opinion.
Okay, he's a bit on the annoying side, okay? How about this? Fine,
I
I'll
know.
change
Yes,
my
I know
wording.
a guy.
I'll
Does he wear
change my
glasses? Is he
wording.
bald? Is he like an energy vampire?
Doesn't matter who he is. He's just a friend, okay? And I just wanted to tell him, listen,
Hold on.
I wanted a different person's opinion like that other acquaintance. And he said, I don't get involved in shit like
Okay,
that.
so
I don't even want to volunteer my opinion. It's none of my concern.
I'll give you my opinion. If you're looking for me to be the judge of what you should think,
Go ahead.
none of your business. As long as this guy's not hurting anyone, he's not kidnapping, he's not raping, he's not doing. It's consenting adults. You don't want to know any details. Tell him it's none of my fucking business. I don't want to know. Do whatever the fuck you want to do as long as no one's getting hurt. It has nothing to do with me.
Don't involve me.
You're
Yes.
adults. I don't give a shit.
know-
That's what I tell
All
everyone
right,
that
all
asks
right.
me shit like that personal. I always tell them, first of all,
There's
why do you want me
nothing
to
for me to
judge you?
say.
There's
Yeah.
nothing for me to say. It's not to me. If you start banging kids, if you start doing illegal shit, then I have a judgment to make. But if it's adults,
Depends on
bro,
the level.
It's nothing.
Hold on.
No.
If you rob 5 stores, okay? God forbid you shoot. Okay, I'm just taking a little
If you
further.
like prostitutes, just say that.
yeah, bro, we don't give a shit.
Stop with
Bro.
this. My friend said and blah blah. We know it's you.
Okay, yeah. So I'll give you an example, Adam. I'll give you an example. We have a friend. She does podcasts with us. Is one of Montreal's most expensive high-end escorts. Okay, and she was shut the fuck up. I'm speaking. And she told us about because most of her job is good. They do screening, whatever. But she told about a guy. She even had to leave an event recently because she saw a guy that she's blacklisted. There's a guy who like abuses a lot of these broads. Okay, so on a general context, I don't give a shit if you're her client, if you're what the fuck do we care? No one's passing judgment. Poseidon's not passing. I don't give a shit.
I of all people, I'm not gonna pass judgment on this shit.
But the guy who beats them up and they have to call the cops and they have trouble, that guy we're gonna pass judgment because what he's doing is he's taking it somewhere where it doesn't need to go. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes,
He's hurting other
absolutely.
people.
Absolutely.
It's hurting other people. So there's a big difference. So on the one hand, the first part that I was talking about, it's none of my. When people bring it up to me too, I don't want to know. I'm like, it's none of my business, bro. This is your personal shit, your kinks or whatever. You're allowed to have them. It's natural, and I can't decide what's going to turn you on, what's going to turn him on. It's none of my business. Gay, straight. It's not up to me to decide that shit. It's up to you.
So please let me make this clear. I reached out to the 2 individuals in this room to give me their opinions, and thank you.
Yeah.
Now I can tell them to go take a hike. You know.
You should have told him not even take a hike. You're not even.
I'm not going to go into this conversation with you.
No, you tell him if you want advice, ask me. But he's not asking you for advice or anything. I don't think he asked you anything. He just told
Okay,
me.
hold on. Let me be clear with the wording. He says, Adam, what would you do in this situation? Would you
Okay,
support
what's
it?
the
Would you not
situation?
support
What's
it?
the situation?
A guy who is married is bringing in another guy to screw his wife. I'm against that because it's
I'll tell you 2
immoral.
things. So why
Period.
didn't we've been talking for like 10 minutes, bro? Why didn't you open with that? That the guy asked you that question. You keep pussyfooting around. This is why the judges hate you and they keep putting you under house arrest and in jail. They ask you for a simple answer like, "Did you do this?" Listen. So for an hour, and at the end they're like, "And then I did it." So just say that from the beginning.
Okay.
So basically, a guy came to ask, it has nothing to do with prostitutes, nothing. So everything you brought up now is nonsense. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's filler. You spoke for 10 minutes and you said nothing of importance.
fine.
This guy came to you and said, "What do you think about me hiring dudes to bang my wife?" That's all you have to
And
fucking
he
tell
gave
us.
the website as supporting
Stop.
evidence.
I don't care about the website. It doesn't matter if he gets them on a website. It doesn't matter if he goes on fucking Marketplace. What do I care?
Okay.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't do
all right.
anything. What I'm
Thank
trying
you.
to tell
We
you,
can move
Adam,
on.
that's how anybody who speaks in a conversation, that's all they would have said. You brought us in this whole convoluted thing about prostitutes, which evidently have nothing to do with the question. You went to prostitutes, then you went to, what else did he go to? He went to
Robberies.
Robberies,
trying to
5
make a
stores, 4
commonality.
stores. You went this whole convoluted thing, and all you wanted to ask us is,
What do you think?
what do I think? I don't care. It's their relationship. I think it's stupid. You should, especially, we've already discussed on another podcast. The second a chick starts banging other dudes, that relationship is going to be done normally, so statistically. So I think it's stupid, but I can't control people's kinks, bro. If this guy likes that, if she likes that, who the fuck am I, bro? I don't live with these people.
Okay, cool. Remember, this is a show. It's
Your head hurts. It's annoying to have conversations
My
with
head does hurt as
okay.
well.
All right,
just
we're
now.
done. We're done. All I wanted to say is it's my job to contribute and bring up thoughts, right?
I get it, but you have to go to an actual thought directly because you brought us to stuff that didn't matter. So you're making us focus on robberies. You're making us focus on porn,
that
on
was a bad
websites.
idea.
You're making us focus on what else did you fucking say, bro?
That was it.
No, it wasn't it. It was 10 minutes. All this other convoluted shit. And all you want to say is it normal for a guy to have other dudes bang his wife? I don't think it's normal, but it's not up to me to decide, bro.
Cool.
That's it.
I would still like to say thank you for your, for your answer.
Here's the big question. If the guy asks you, Adam, I got $300 for you. Can you just fuck her for me? What do you do? That's the
My answer's
moral.
very simple.
That's the moral
it's
dilemma.
very immoral. I'm
Yeah,
screwing
it doesn't
a woman
matter.
that's
But that's
married.
not what we just fucking asked you, you fucking prick.
Yeah.
I thought you just said,
We
would
just
you do
asked you,
it?
what would you do?
Oh, and I said no, thank you.
Okay,
So
then
here's-
answer like that.
Yeah,
Why
just-
are you going to it's very
Oh, I don't have
Yeah.
to justify my answer. Fine.
No, here's another thing. The immoral thing doesn't mean anything to anyone listening. You're a convicted felon. Morality,
Oh, right.
it's very funny that you bring morality whenever you want to look like you're a good guy. But when you want to rob old ladies and all that shit, then morality's out the window. So no, morality doesn't count here because we know you're not a moral person.
Wait, you'd rob old ladies for money, but you
Would you
wouldn't.
guys
Hold on,
stop?
but you wouldn't bang some dude's wife for money.
You know
It's the
what?
same thing.
I'm just going to say no comment, okay? All
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he'd
you
bang.
would,
Of course
yeah,
he'd bang.
yeah,
It would be
yeah,
the most
yeah.
awkward sexual encounter of that woman's life, but yeah, he'd bang.
I
She's,
was-
she's licking his forehead.
All right, guys. I will try my best to integrate seriousness with humor in the following issue that I just wanted to share it with you. And if you guys like it, good. If you don't like it, we'll move on to the next subject. Okay?
Okay.
We were talking in the prior podcast about people. It's their business. Whatever they do, they want to do fine. You used to work for the Italian Mafia, and you go on YouTube and you just tell yourself, fine, that's their business. Now, I have a question for you guys. I'm
He's talking about Mike
taking that
Francesi.
story and changing the wording around and using a different scenario. Okay?
Go ahead.
Do you guys think, and I'm being mostly serious, and you can add some humor, but I'm being mostly serious. Do you think that this podcast can be used as evidence by the cops if they suspect that there was a robbery and I go on the show and I say I'm going to go rob a liquor store just for sake of argument? Please don't get ideas.
There's a chance I may actually stab him.
I'm going to kill him. So,
There's a
of
very
course,
strong
they
chance.
can use... Adam, if you say, I'm going to rob the SAQ on Lackady at this day and time, and then on that day and time, it gets robbed and they have video and it looks like it's you, and then they have video of you admitting that you're going to do it. Yes,
I'm
of
cooked,
course, they're
yes.
not retarded. They can use it as
Okay,
evidence.
I'll give you another example. You know, maybe you might understand this. So, remember, like a few episodes ago, I said I'm going to pummel you to death.
I don't remember, but I believe you.
Okay, it was during my rant. Anyways, now if I actually pummel you to death,
Oh, I see what you mean.
even if it's off camera,
Right.
and they play the video,
You'll
they
be
can
the
use
it was
that against you.
premeditated.
You'll be the
He was
first
planning.
suspect
There you
that
go.
the cops will
Yes,
put their hands
thank
on.
you.
Okay,
but,
got it.
But if I say I'm going to pummel you to death and then I don't do it,
Doesn't matter. It's
No,
just-
no
it doesn't
concept.
matter.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
just you're just
fine.
talking to talk.
Well, I mean, in the new Canada, if these rules go
yeah,
through,
there you go,
then
yeah.
you can actually sue him for hate speech.
True. I got a brand
And then if you
new-
do sue me for hate speech, then
Then
I
he
will
will kill
actually
you.
pummel you to death.
I don't blame you. Listen,
And he's going to become a citizen of Cape Verde.
there was a guy. I think his name is Dimitri the Lover. Have you guys ever heard of him? He got sentenced. He got a sentence for hate speech. He basically goes around. I
I think
saw.
I
his-
heard about this guy.
I never heard about Dimitri the Lover.
Yeah, his real name is James, but I forgot his last name. James Sears,
Isn't
I
this-
think.
I think this was a comedian.
James the Lover.
And
I'm
they
gonna-
threw
But
him off.
he
They
would
threw him
actually
off the-
harass women, though,
Yeah,
from what I
yeah.
heard.
He would say, "You got to give me your number. You're so hot." Like,
Oh,
he
is he
basically went
the
overboard.
guy that we listened to his voicemail in Toronto?
Yeah. I think
Oh,
it's
years
him.
ago, it was on Open
I heard about
Anthony.
it for the first
That
time
guy!
yesterday. Wow.
No, James Sears. I just found it. Oh,
I heard about it for the first time, so I just bringing up new ideas.
Oh, he's a Greekster too.
Wow.
But would he? Would he
Dimitrios Sarafopoulos.
but would he call? I don't. Because I remember he.
Holy shit! Is a Canadian neo-Nazi
Yeah.
who
He
was
got sentenced to jail
convicted
for hate
of
crimes.
willful promotion of hatred. What? Hold on, let's read this.
But wait, hold on. This guy was he harassing women or was he like?
Do you remember the voicemails?
I do remember the
Do you
voice-
remember the
but how
voicemails? We
did
got to
the-
put them up.
I saw
How-
the video, not the voicemail.
But how did those voicemails come about? Was it a joke between?
No, the voicemails. He picked up a chick. He got her number, and then
Okay.
he was sending voicemails. Like he was being fucking weird.
So those are real.
Yeah, that's the whole.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
TikTok trending. This was a Opie and Anthony skit.
Street. I left you a message several days
Remember
ago.
this.
I don't like leaving second messages, but I like you. You're a very elegant woman. You're very attractive, but I don't play that game. So here's how it's going to work. If I do not receive a phone call back from you by 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon, I'm no longer interested.
Oh, okay.
I'm very intelligent.
the fuck you-
I'm great in bed. I make great money. Believe it or not, I'm a complete catch. Matter of fact, I'm one of the few men in the city that has nothing wrong with him.
Yeah.
Now, I understand if
That's
you've
the
got
point he's proving.
other issues. I don't know, maybe you were abused in childhood. Maybe you're just a person who's extremely frightened or has an anxiety disorder. Maybe you're on some medication for that. I don't know. There could be another issue. If you're psychologically normal and
Wait,
you
don't I
haven't
know this
called
guy?
me because there's been some horrible thing that's happened in your life which prevented you, that's fine. Otherwise, it's Dimitri calling again, the guy from the street. I
The
left
guy
you a
from the
message
street.
several days ago. I don't like leaving second messages, but I like you. You're a very elegant woman. You're very attractive, but I don't play that game. So here's how it's going to work. If I do not receive a phone call back
He
from
sounds like Adam.
by
Thank you.
3 o'clock
This is how
Thursday
Adam leaves
afternoon,
voicemails. Look, I
I'm
don't
no
normally leave
longer
two
interested.
voicemails,
Yeah.
but you
I'm
seem
very
elegant.
intelligent.
Those were the you
I'm
stole the
great
words
in
right
bed.
out of
I
my
make
mouth. I was
great money.
about to
Believe
say.
it or not, I'm a complete catch.
Oh, he's
Matter of fact,
Adam.
I'm one of the
Is this
few
what
men
you
in the
pulled
city
on
that has
the
nothing
chick from
wrong with him.
Concordia?
No,
Now, I understand if you've got
Is this what happened? I
what
understand if
happened?
you were abused
You
during
know what?
childhood.
For the record, I will be 1,000,000% honest. If
Uh-oh.
you guys want to bring it up, I way went overboard. There's this thing called gauging. Hey, you're coming out too strong. Stop. I went way overboard. Okay?
I know, we know
I'll take
that.
the- I'll
This is
take
what
the
we've
fall.
been saying.
We've been
And you
saying
wouldn't
that for
admit
weeks,
it.
and you wouldn't
Okay,
admit
but
it.
it was out of my memory bank for 20 years. So come on.
It was
no?
out of my memory bank, bro. I'm gonna
It
fucking.
appeared in your memory
Oh,
bank pretty
come
fucking quickly right
on.
now. Listen to me,
2002.
Dimitri the Lover.
You
Or
are
20.
full of shit and a liar.
Okay,
You are.
okay. I'll use some evidence. There was a guy who didn't want to have anything to do with me. You keep bringing up this woman. You keep bringing up this woman. Like, I lost a lot of friends over this issue, so I just forgot about it. And
Yeah, because they found out you were a creep.
Hey, let me tell you something. In this room, you can be a creep. It's fine. You could tell us your story. This is your outlet. You could. This is where you
Okay, but I don't
unload.
want to have a false pretense going on.
No, but you could.
There's no false pretense. It's
You
the
can
correct
hold
pretense.
on a voluntary basis. What I did was inappropriate. That's it. So,
Okay, but
know-
all everyone's asking you is for an understanding of what exactly you said, and you refuse to tell us.
Okay. Please don't get mad at me.
He
but
kinda looks
do
like
you
Adam as
remember
well.
something
I
that
know.
happened in your life in the year 2002?
Go
Yes.
like
That
this,
long
Adam.
ago?
Go like this. Go like this.
Yes.
Go like this. Squint your eyes and go like this and open your mouth, like as if you're talking. No, what the
For what
fuck?
reason?
Just squint your eyes.
trying to see if there's a
Squint your
similarity.
eyes and talk.
Okay, is this better?
No, squint, bro. You asshole. Don't close your eyes.
little bit?
Squint. Go like this. Yeah. So the other day I was walking down the street.
The other day I was walking down the street. But what's the point?
Yeah, I see the similarity.
Oh, you're comparing me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wait.
you know,
I
guys,
just look. Yes, I do remember. I'm not retarded. 2002. But we're asking you because you knew. Now you remembered, and you're like, oh shit. I came on too strong. So what is that moment? That thing that you
Yeah.
remember?
What did you do that you
so
remember
I'll
now?
tell you what. How about I say something which makes sense?
That's gonna be rare.
Pantelis, a person that has wisdom and knows how to analyze given issues, shed some light on the subject. How about this?
So what did you do? Just say what you did. Oh my God!
I
Stop
came on
beating
too
around.
strong. Do I have to
But
go
what-
into 10 levels of detail?
Yes, it's a podcast, man.
I like you.
We
I
can't
wanna
read your
start
fucking
dating,
mind.
But we went over this already.
No, we didn't. You
No,
didn't
we
tell us any of
didn't.
this shit
You never told us this.
that you
never
asked her to
told
start
us-
dating. You never told us
You
this.
never. This is the first time you say this.
Okay, whoa,
you jackass.
whoa. How much time did we spend on prior podcast? You met her in school. How did you meet her? There was another student.
Yes,
How
but
did
you
interact
never
with-
admitted to what you did. You just said, I just spoke to her. You never said.
Okay, so
you never
wait.
said what you said. You never said what you did. The fact that you were in political science and you fucking stalked her and found out what her major was and then changed courses to fucking stalk her, we had to get that out of you.
Yeah, we
you
did.
literally, dude, Concordia's a big building, man. You literally went out of your way to follow this woman around after class.
And everyone knows chicks
Yeah,
love that shit.
But it's fine. Just admit it.
Okay,
It was in your
can I-
past
can
anyways.
I-
It doesn't mean that's who
Can
you
I
are
please
now.
tell you you're half right? There was another student.
No, I'm 100% right, you jackass.
man.
Just admit it. You like. Just because you did something creepy 20 years ago doesn't mean that's who you are now. Do you understand? You can be open about it. The fact that you're not open about it makes you seem worse.
So guys, I will be 1,000,000% honest with you, okay? I have had this very conversation with other people, and they grilled me. Adam, what you did was wrong. There is still a key word called interpretation. Did I threaten to hurt her? Did I threaten to take a baseball bat and break her? I just crept her out. On a scale of severity, that is not severe.
Okay, hold on. But here's the thing. Yeah? This is why I'm saying you're a piece of garbage. Because you keep deciding what's right and wrong on this weird scale. So, for example, before you were talking, you're like, isn't that immoral? And you were judging the morality on something that you had no business judging because it's someone else's personal life, right?
Yep.
And you decide on that gauge. But when it comes to you, then you decide that there's levels. And that some of the stuff you do, whether it's immoral or not, is not at a high enough level for you to be judged harshly on. Do you see the difference? So when it comes to someone else's relationship, you're willing right away to be like, this is wrong. Isn't it immoral? Is it why? Like you have opinions. The second you do something that might be morally ambiguous, you decide, well, no, because on my scale of morality, it wasn't the worst thing. I didn't rape her. I didn't punch her in the head. Yeah. Sure, I crept her out. I followed her and I made her want to kill herself. But so it's weird that you do this, that you choose.
Yeah. You know why? Do you know why?
No.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, no, 100%. You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking Weasley asshole.
You are Weasley, but that's why we like you.
But it's fine. It's fine. I've had
embrace the weasel.
Yeah, there's been moments in my life where I've been a complete scumbag.
He used to sell cars, bro. It's a weasel.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I do not portray you that way in the least bit. Okay?
You don't portray him, but that's what he is.
Fucking God, dude.
Hold on. Let me read more about Jimmy Sears. Sears was the editor of a misogynist and anti-Semitic tabloid. Hold on, bro. So he's like, I'm going to start my own magazine, and we're going to talk about two things. Bitches and Jews. Like, it's so crazy, bro. It's so crazy.
That's insane.
Sears was the editor of a misogynist, anti-Semitic tabloid. What the fuck? The new promoting the new Constitution Party. He wanted to have a new. Okay, New World News was the title.
Haven't I seen this guy around though?
He looks familiar as fuck. Canada Post in 2016. Let's see. Oh, he was barred from distributing it through Canada Post. He was willfully promoting hate. Bro, this guy's insane. Sears was released on bail. Bro, he's a licensed physician, but his license was revoked. This guy was a doctor.
Wow.
So according to Adam, he could do no wrong. Sears was trained as a physician and described himself as a retired Canadian Armed Forces medical officer. In the 1980s, he was a medical student with the Canadian Armed Forces and graduated in 1988.
This is my father.
During the subsequent internship, he was judged immature and entered psychotherapy. Wow.
God,
this is crazy. Sears' medical license was revoked by the College of Physicians and Surgeons in Ontario in 1992 after he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of sexual assault. Bro, this guy's...
Oh, he pleaded guilty?
Yeah.
Wow.
This guy's a piece of shit, bro.
Wow.
Imagine you have two patients, and you fucking sexual assault. Bro, this is insane. Adam.
Yes.
I found your idol.
Yeah. He's your new life coach.
He's a neo-Nazi. He had a... Wow, that's crazy.
Listen, guys, let me please address you in a civilized manner.
Your
logic, Pantelis, is way more advanced than mine. No, I will not defend myself. Your claim is correct. Can we please leave it at that? Okay?
That you're a neo-Nazi?
No. That I treated that woman inappropriately, and shame on me, but I walked. Please let me also emphasize, this did not go on for months and months and months. It ended. Leave me alone before I call security, and I left her alone.
And we're fine.
That's fine.
I just want to clear to all our listeners, God knows what they may be thinking. It's over. That whole episode lasted 1 month, 2 months, whatever. Done.
Yes,
I didn't come back.
But the argument is about, we're curious, what did you do? And you keep beating around the bush.
And now slowly evidence is coming. Like now you're finally slowly telling us.
And it's almost as if you know what you did. You're just trying to avoid saying it because it's going to make you seem bad.
All right. How about I concede that I may have acted a little bit devilishly. What do you call it when you underhandedly, okay?
Underhandedly. Yes, exactly.
In my mind, what I thought was fine.
Stop.
Then I heard other people's opinions, and they convinced me, Adam, no.
So
listen to
we
want to
know what you just did. That's all we want to
Okay.
know. It's not
Okay.
going to put you in jail.
Fine.
That's
So
what
let
we're
me ask-
asking.
So which details would you like? How many times did I leave school with her?
No,
Or
no,
what-
no, no.
you
We
did,
don't
what you said.
We know
We
that
know
you
you
left
act-
school a lot. We know you did
Yeah.
all the creepy shit. But the one thing that you refused to tell us, and you only told us a bit earlier, was what exactly you told her. Because it's clearly what you
Yes.
told her about dating or whatever that set her off. So we're just trying to figure out what that conversation was like and see if she overreacted or if you overreacted.
Okay, let me please remind you. I remember having said this, and I'll say it again. I made a bumbling idiot out of myself.
Exactly.
You're so sweet. You're so cute. You know what? You know what I
Okay,
mean?
just say it. Say what
But
you
I
said.
thought I said that on the
No,
last one.
No, you
all you
didn't.
said is I'm a bumbling idiot, but then you don't say what you actually said.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why we get frustrated
Fine,
with
I'm
you.
sorry.
Because you go in my mind and you do
And we
all
don't
this
know. We're not
convoluted
psychic.
shit, and then
Okay,
and
fine.
Then let us
As a matter of
judge.
fact, no one is psychic.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
bullshit.
let us judge as well. Let us judge. Let us be like, oh, you know what,
Those
Adam?
people with the crystal balls are psychic. but
Like
that's it.
say what was said and what happened. So like that, maybe she did overreact because now it makes you look bad as well.
Okay, fine.
You know what? So just say what happened.
Yeah, what did you say?
What did you say? What did you do?
3 minutes ago.
So let's
You're
start.
so kind-hearted. You're so sweet. I came on too strong. There was nothing offensive or nothing.
Stop saying I came up. We say what you said.
I
Stop
just did it.
paraphrasing.
You're so kind-hearted. You're so sweet. You're so this. I couldn't stop. I was like mesmerized.
Okay, what
This
did you
was at the
say?
mall.
Pardon?
This was at the mall.
Yes.
Okay, let's start.
It was a
Hold
number
on.
of places.
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
Let's start
Calm
from the
down.
beginning. Okay.
Yeah.
Go
you know
ahead.
what? You go
Go
to
ahead.
Concordia. You find out. You see this beautiful woman. You somehow stalk her and find out she's in. What was she in? What was her major?
She was in biochemistry.
She was in biochemistry. So you remember that 22 years
Let me
ago.
please
okay?
correct you.
Stop
The
it.
other student said that to me.
Stop. But you went looking for it.
In the classroom. He even said, you have this eye on this woman. And I
Bro,
didn't
he
even-
didn't just tell you she's in biochemistry.
Okay, I didn't know that I was looking at this woman. How about that? You know, when you're...
So you went hunting for the information that she was in biochemistry. Just admit
Exactly.
it. Nobody ever tells you, by the way, she's in biochemistry. Nobody does that. Nobody
Okay,
says that.
can I please give you a version
lie.
that you will understand? I became friends with this guy, and completely independently, he knew this woman. I see you
Yes,
have your eye
and
on
you
the
asked
woman.
him what is her major.
Yes.
This
But,
is what.
but
Okay.
wait. It came later. It didn't come right away.
doesn't matter.
Oh, fine. Okay. I'm not fine. Continue your question. Yes.
So you asked what's her major. You questioned and everything, and you figured out because you found her attractive. Okay, we're there.
yes.
We're there.
Okay.
She was dating a guy.
Stop it. We're not there yet. Okay.
Okay.
So you were in political science, and you're like, I'm very attracted to her. I want to approach this woman, but I don't know how because it was probably one of the few times you've ever approached a woman.
100%.
Perfect. You then, from political science, decided to take a course in biochemistry, which was what was the
I
class?
have physics. I have to stop you. I was doing the courses so I could switch into engineering. I was studying both. I was taking poli-sci classes and physics classes. Okay? I'm trying my best to be...
And what was the class?
Physics. It
And
was one class.
What does physics have to do with engineering? Does it have to do with?
Not serious. Physics is a prereq.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't go
And
to
so is
university.
math. Okay.
Okay, math. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
This is good. You guys are the best duo for this.
I can
So-
see some engineers listening, they're shaking their heads, but anyways.
So
And I see a lot of engineers listening to this.
Go on.
so you found out she was in biochemistry. Okay.
And you're like, how would you like
And
to
you
be
were in
part of
political
biochemistry?
And you were in political
what did Poseidon
science.
say? He was Pantelis said something funny.
I tried, but you guys spoke over me.
Yeah.
Can you
Biochemistry.
repeat what you said? Yes, that's funny. But what's Poseidon's question? I found out she was
Yeah.
in that program.
You were in that
Yes.
program, and you're like, huh. My father's company has to do with engineering. Is that correct?
I said it straight. I said my mother works in the medical profession. She didn't care to hear me. She didn't care to.
No, we're not there yet. You're
Oh.
fast forwarding. Stop fast forwarding.
Okay, go ahead.
So because you found it convenient that she was in, what was it? What was the class?
Biochemis-
No, the class.
Physics.
Physics. You're like, huh, this is interesting. I could potentially be in engineering from political science. Let me get this class as a prereq in case maybe I decide to go into physics.
Right.
Okay. And then you started stalking her in class. Right? So you started observing her in class. So while everyone's taking notes, you're just standing there like, right?
Right?
Am I on point?
Okay, the
Correct
reason
me
I
if
have
I'm-
to
stop.
correct you, yeah, I
Okay.
do have to correct you. I found my course schedule was made in December. This issue rose in February, so that's why I have to correct you. I happened to notice there was a student that I like. Forget this when
Yeah,
you were taking
but you know,
what you
when
were going
did you notice
into.
her?
In February. The course started January 6th. Okay.
No,
That's
you
why I need
noticed
to
her before December.
No, I didn't know who the hell she was.
That's a lie because you said you knew her prereqs.
Let me explain, please.
go
This
ahead.
other student that this guy, who I became friends with, okay, he started telling me about all these things
When did you become friends with him?
around the same time. I didn't know him. We
Before
were in the
December.
same class, but I did not know him. There's 200 students?
But before December.
No, I met them. I saw they were both classmates. Her, I approached a little bit later, and him, I approached in February. You understand? I didn't think I had a chance with her.
So you took-
I just saw her because she's my classmate. It was thanks
So
to this student.
Let's get this
that I
straight.
found
So
out
you
more
took this. You took what was it? Physics, bro. I keep
took
forgetting.
physics as a prereq to go into engineering.
So you took this before knowing of her.
Yes. Please
Okay.
burn that in your brain, please.
Are you sure, or are you lying?
1,000%.
Because there was a whole argument, and you were
Okay,
laughing, and
and
you
I
even
wanna
admitted,
correct-
and you were nervous, and you were avoiding answering.
And I want to correct myself.
Like when we asked you what your major was, you responded with her major. If you look back at the episodes, yes, you did.
Look, please, let me tell you one more important thing. You guys might be suspecting in the back of your minds, so you switched sections of the class so you didn't have to see her anymore. I didn't like the teacher. There was the exact same class. I even remember the days. It was Monday, Wednesday morning. I switched to the Wednesday evenings as a means to not have to deal with her anymore after all this shit broke down.
You were embarrassed.
Okay, yes. So whoever people may be drawing the wrong conclusion, please don't. This all happened in the span of 3, 4, maybe 5 classes, 2, 3, whatever. Okay, that's it. That's all. So I hope there's no more unanswered questions now. I made a bump.
No, because hold on, you keep saying that he told you what class she was going to, so therefore you knew before.
The last semester we were talking about biochemistry is also science, by the way.
Yeah, but hold on, because you said you knew to take those classes, you knew her prerequisites prior.
You misunderstood me.
No. I didn't.
Every student who wants to go into engineering has to take those classes.
Yes, but you knew her major before you took those
No.
classes. Yes, but you said that.
Go back 1 minute. I just told you that I found out who she was.
Forget
in
what you just said. Now. I'm
February.
talking about before you had found out prior.
This is a good meeting of the minds right now.
Am I crazy or am I wrong?
No,
What do
no, you're both because he keeps changing what he says. So
keeps
it's very
changing
hard
what he
to.
says. Yeah.
Okay. Last time, in December, when I made my course schedule, I was studying political science and I was also taking physics courses. I didn't know this. I had no clue that this woman even existed until 1 month after all the courses started. Is that not clear
and
enough?
that friend, when did he tell you about her major?
When we met in February, okay? I did. The fact when someone tells you that they were in some of your classes before, but you don't know that, how does that? You understand? I'm trying my best not to mislead people. Okay? It was a coincidence that we were in the same classes, the same teacher. I didn't know who they were.
Okay,
Please.
we're with you there.
Okay.
Thank you.
So all that other shit that you said you found out prior and everything, that was all bullshit.
So I used bad wording.
Interesting.
Please. All right.
Interesting.
At the end of the day, I think this is taking up so much time for nothing. All I wanted to say is, I don't even know what was the. I
So
wanted
anyways,
to use this in reference to
So the
something.
whole timeline is, so then why, hold on, why when I asked you 10 minutes ago,
Yes.
you found out her major and everything, and then I'm like, oh, is this what happened? And you're like, yes. Why did you agree to that? Why did I not ask him this 10 minutes ago? Why did you
You
agree
did.
to that? That's so weird. You're such a weirdo.
I must have misunderstood.
Why are you like this? What is this? Why would you agree to something I said? And then when I finally get to where that thing is, you change it. Why would you agree?
You guys.
This
are
is
insane.
this is why he got arrested. This is why I'm surprised you're not in jail rotting. And your anus isn't demolished in
I
prison.
mean, he is under house arrest,
yeah.
and his anus is getting demolished by his roommate.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay.
But why would you? That's insane. You're an insane person.
I
Why
wanted
would
to
you
tell,
agree?
you know, guys, yeah.
Why would you agree
Okay,
to the
okay.
assumption that I made, right? Making me think I'm correct and then change it.
All right. You know what it is,
It
guys?
is a good point that he's making, though, right?
Why would you do that? Now you like it's
Okay. I will use
It
words
makes it
that
look like
this
you're
will-
lying
This
now.
reminds me of a good saying. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I know the series of events that went down. I have a bad job communicating with people.
But then
I say
why would
things
you
and I
ag-
believe they're a
But
certain
why
way.
would you agree to
Oh man. Okay,
I don't
guys,
understand.
Guys, okay, let me give you a pretty sound answer. I'm being raked over the coals of something that I gauge as minor, but you're like, man, this woman must have gone crazy about you. I'm trying my best to just get out of the subject, and it keeps coming back and back.
But you brought it up. You brought it up
guys,
today.
Everybody in this room wins except me, all right? How about this?
It's not about winning. It's what happened. It's not about winning. You brought it up, and then when I finally bring you into what happened from the beginning, you agreed to everything, and then when we get to you actually taking the class, you switch it. You go, no, that never happened, and you brought it up.
You're probably wondering how I got myself into this situation.
Let me tell you about something very unpleasant which happened. I wasn't going to say it on the air, but you know what? There is a certain person, you know who you are. This guy approaches me while I'm walking on the street. He throws a rock at me. He misses, a little stone. Says, you fucking piece of shit. Why don't you move back to your mother's? I would love that guy to confront me and say, what the hell
I
are you
am
thinking?
confronting you.
It was some
Who is this
kid.
person?
I told you off the air,
was
but
a
you know
kid?
what? 19 years old. I'm walking home.
What does he have to do with
How do you know his
I don't know. I
exact
just
age?
wanted to say, like, what the hell? I don't have any enemies.
His life, you know what his life is? It's a maze.
Yeah.
It's a maze because you try to figure out. Nobody throws a rock at anyone for no reason.
I mean, it's amazing, is what you're
I'm
saying.
95% convinced it's a guy who watches the show.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
obviously, if
know.
he knows your name, he knows your
mentioned
mother.
something about moving, you know, like, it doesn't make
He
Anyways,
knows too much about
wanted
you
get-
to not know you.
Anyway.
But he
When
also
did
knows,
this happen?
He also knows where he lives.
In the fall.
In the fall, so this is recent.
Yes.
Very
Did he
strange.
throw a big rock at you?
No, a little.
He was just trying to send a message.
Like, wow. I'm asking you both guys
Do you
this
know
question
this
at the same
person?
time. Do you guys mouth off at people like this? I highly
Yeah,
doubt the
I-
answers.
Mouth
It
off
would
at
have
him.
to be something severe, right?
Well, yeah, I'm
You
not going
guys
to
are
throw a rock at
podcast
us.
artists. You know, you
Yeah.
guys are podcast hosts.
Yeah, we're not
Obviously,
artists,
you're not
bro.
gonna.
Both of us are
Sorry,
straight.
We're
you guys are podcast
autists.
hosts.
We're autistic.
Podcast
Your job
artists.
is to get people to like you, not to mouth off at them.
I guess.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm
Most
just-
of my success comes from people hating me, but go on.
That's all I wanted to say.
But hold on, do you know this person
No,
personally?
no. I couldn't believe
That's
it.
so weird. Who would do that? Bro, the world is filled with wackos.
Now, I have a suggestion. Since he knew where you were living, but he wanted you to move back to your mom, means he didn't want you to be where you were. This is what I'm going to assume.
Probably, yeah,
You're-
and it's a
you're-
very likely assumption.
Yeah, so your landlord, probably before he was banging you, was banging him. And now that you're
my
back
God.
in there, you took over his spot.
Oh,
Yeah, so he wants you to leave.
Okay, guys.
Are you banging- are you
I
banging
give you
your
a
landlord?
straight A on humor in that particular case. Okay.
But hold on, are you banging your landlord?
No, his landlord's
Stop.
banging
You
him.
know the answer is no, and stop.
But when you
okay,
answer
guys.
like-
See, this is a
tickles,
comedy
it
show.
tickles, stop.
This is a comedy show. I know there's humor, but
I know there's humor, guys, but let's
But
take
why
it
would you-
serious.
This is amazing. Speaking of landlords, you know, having. Anyways. Oh, fuck, bro.
I
my
wanted to
head-
change
my
the
head
subject
hurts.
completely, please.
I have a subject. You know the Diddler? P. Diddy? Puff Daddy?
I didn't know that was called.
So
the
it makes you kind of glad that Biggie Smalls and Tupac were assassinated because they get to be encased as legends, rap legends. 'Cause imagine they lived this long and you found out they were getting banged and they were part of this gay rap empire.
I don't think
know what I
anyone
mean?
would mind. I will tell you why.
Why?
Because right now there's a giant feud happening, like Drake versus everyone. You saw that?
Yeah. What's happening?
Right? But Rick Ross joined in.
For no reason.
For no, and
What's the feud about?
Because Rick Ross is upset that he's 50 years old. So there's a 50-year-old guy who was a correctional officer pretending to be a gangster, feuding with an actor who's pretending to be a gangster. It's like, dudes, you're both gay. Just get along.
Yeah.
What is happening?
But do you think that's why Pac and Biggie were assassinated? They were about to expose the gay rap empire.
Well, no, we know why. This is what I never understood about you. You do this all the time.
Yeah.
You say, do you think that's why in a situation where we know why?
I don't remember why they were assassinated.
They weren't assassinated. It was two different. They weren't holding hands and people killed them. They had a
separate
feud
affairs.
together. It was separate affairs. They
Yeah,
had a
but they
feud
got
together.
shot.
Yes, but not together.
No, I know. They were assassinated separately.
Everyone who's shot it's not a conspiracy. Do you think all those
One
people
guy
that were
doesn't shoot
shot?
all these
Yeah,
people.
one guy doesn't shoot every shooting victim.
No, I know.
It was gang related.
Yeah, they were assassinated.
They were scared of Tupac was killed because the guy that killed him, the guy that Puff Daddy paid, they were scared that Tupac was going to kill him. So Puff Daddy,
they were afraid Tupac. Oh,
so
yeah.
Puff Daddy didn't want to get killed. He was scared of Tupac. So they got Tupac shot.
Oh, because when he went to New York and,
And
he got robbed.
then
Okay,
Biggie,
I remember now.
And then Biggie, he got shot because people blamed him for Tupac's death. This was before they knew all the details. So they thought he was the one behind Tupac's murder.
Oh,
But he was.
yeah, I
That's
remember
what
Was
now.
anyone
But
arrested,
to
by
keep
the way?
coming back and be like, "Do you think they gay?" And like, it's so stupid to keep doing this.
Was anyone ever arrested and or charged?
I was
No.
just trying to make a dumb joke. I was just trying to make a stupid joke, but it failed.
I wanted
miserably.
to tell you, I guess, on the under the heading of rebellious acts.
Oh,
You
geez.
guys listening?
Yeah.
There's an airline called Continental, right? I'm sure you guys can imagine this. There are airlines that, let's say, go from city A.
Yeah, we can
they
imagine
stop in
airlines.
City B,
Oddly enough, yeah.
and they continue on the same flight. There's an airline called Continental, and the flight was from Plattsburgh to some little town in the Adirondacks. I forgot what it was
Interesting.
called. To Albany and then
Adirondacks, the-
Adirondacks.
Add
Anyway,
erotics.
So listen to the story. True story.
He's got a one-track mind today.
I had a ticket. I was going maybe like 3 segments. It was going from Plattsburgh to somewhere to Albany.
Was this a full paid ticket, or is this back when you used to scam the airlines?
No. I thought we were talking about trains, not airlines.
Oh, I don't know. I thought we were talking about airlines. Okay.
Anyways.
Trains,
so
planes,
I'm
and
in
boats.
Albany, and because I
Can
don't
I ask the
remember.
question? Did you scam them?
I'm getting there. Yes, I did.
Ah.
I love how he admits to this, but he can't.
morally, it's not right to scam them. But if you're fucking a dude's wife on a train, it's all right.
So the plane landed in New York City, right? I just told you it had several segments to the flight, right?
Segmentes, yeah.
So that last segment was from Albany to New York. I don't remember if the computer wasn't working, and the guy says, "Are you going to New York?" I said, "Yes." Okay, so you're going to New York. He didn't know. I had only paid to go all the way to Albany, so I stayed on the plane and I went all the way to New York. I don't call that a big scam. I thought they were gonna throw me. I thought they were gonna say, "Okay, Mr. Adam, you've already landed, and that's it." But
And they didn't. They said, Adam, you've already landed. Stick around.
for more fun and entertainment.
Yeah, just
Anyway, that's just something I thought I would share.
good story. Excellent story. Poseidon's gonna murder you.
How dare you?
Oh, guys, I also
Oh,
wanted to talk. This is very serious. There's no joke about this. I'm
will be.
sure you guys know the McDonald's on the corner of, no, it's not called University anymore. It's called Robert Bourassa University and St. Catherine. There's the Promenade de la Cathédrale entrance.
Sure.
There's a church. So, no joke, guys. I was like a few feet away from this. There was a cop car, and there was this black guy. I think he was a Haitian gangster. I think I remember the story. But anyway, it doesn't matter what he
How
was.
dare you
There
assume
was
his
this black
nationality?
guy. And he was acting very belligerently, and he went to the cop car, and the cop was like, "Hey, donnez-moi de l'espace, va-t'en, va-t'en." The guy took a swing at the officer, and there was a big
It was
chase.
a smart move. It doesn't look like anything could go wrong with that plan.
The cops chased the guy all the way up until the metro, and I followed them. I was a very fast runner. I followed them all the way. I was a good Samaritan. I followed them
Investigative journalist Adam here.
all the way to the corner of the Maisonneuve and
And then you wonder why the woman was
And then
creeped
the
out.
cop said, "Would you be interested in going?" to
Hold
court?"
on, bitch!
saw
I gotta follow
everything-
these officers.
I saw everything which happened, but they never called me. But I just thought that was like, wow. I've never seen a person. Who,
This
I
is
don't-
recent?
Wait. You just said
2007. It was a long time
you
ago.
just said I saw everything that happened, but they never caught me.
They never called me.
So he said, "I'm willing to testify on your
I saw
behalf."
what happened.
And
I
they're
got- I
like,
saw-
"Nah, if you testify on our behalf, we're losing."
So I was a good Samaritan. Whatever. I was a good Samaritan. I couldn't believe it.
Adam, RoboCop.
My point is, I've never seen a guy take a swing at a police officer. Like, wow. That's like really.
You never seen a real man.
In the movies, yes, but not in reality. Anyway, just.
What is the difference between communism and socialism?
Are you asking
I've
me
been
or
thinking
him?
about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got a good answer for you.
This-
Communism is state run. Socialism is on the way there, but not 100% there.
Okay, you talking about?
I think communism is they run everything, and everyone, nobody reaps the rewards. They just collect everything. And socialism is they don't run anything because they're too lazy, but you still got to pay them. The people run everything.
I'm going to correct you a little bit. My father grew up in a communist country. Socialism
Yeah.
just has to do with a lot of government spending and a lot of. It's a leftist government, like like the NDP.
Like communism. Communism is the final form of that.
Thank you.
So yeah, socialism is definitely not the power of the people, dude. Because we live it here. It's the government again deciding, just taking the power from the people, taxing you, and that's what's happening now with that new capital gains tax, with these new hate speech laws, which sound amazing. Poseidon?
I'm going to come out
Hates
of left field and I'm going to come out of left field and ask either one of you guys this question, just in layman's terms.
Yeah.
Is there any reason, or was there any will that Was there any desire on either one of your behalves to want to go to the States
Yeah, mostly sexual, the desire.
on a business level?
Yeah, of course. I'm actually looking into it now after these new laws came into effect.
Is that all you want to say about that? I want to go to the States. Well,
You want me to
I was
take you
looking
with
at
me?
getting a green card. I was looking at whatever.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
here's the thing. You're a convicted felon. No, but listen, you're a convicted felon with no discernible
Talking about
skills.
you.
Oh my God. You just made me think of something. You know how they're passing all this crazy bullshit to like tax more and everything, and
Yeah.
more people are trying to leave? What if this whole hate speech law, the only reason is into effect so they can condemn people here, they get a criminal record, and they can't leave anymore?
Yeah, if you get a criminal record, you can't leave.
What if the whole purpose of that is to keep people from exiting, is to keep like the exodus from happening from Canada?
Well, they're not going to give every citizen a criminal. Not every citizen can go to jail, bro. The jails can't
I
handle
understand.
that.
Could
but-
you repeat that?
No, they're
It's
not gonna,
very stupid.
they're
Adam. I
not,
don't
no,
think
no,
you
wait,
want
wait. They're not going to throw everyone in jail, but they're going to fine everyone, and they're going to
For what
process them
reason?
criminally. They won't go to jail, but then they won't be able to leave the country.
Well, you can
Okay,
go to
but
other countries. Just the states.
They're going to
that you
process
can't
them
move
on
to the
what
states.
grounds? What if-
Exactly.
You lost me on the part of, for what? They're gonna like haphazardly say you're under arrest for this. You're under
Yeah,
arrest
it's a
for that.
whole thing, bro. You have to go to court. It's a whole process. You can't do it for millions. It's very dumb what you're saying.
Yeah.
Of course, it's super dumb. What you're saying is the fact that you think you've stumbled onto something concerns me. The fact
I
that
don't
you're
know. I
sitting
think
there,
I don't know. I think I'm onto something here.
you're not onto anything, especially
I'm onto
considering that the government can decide whether your passport is valid or not. They don't need to go through all these hoops so that you can't leave the country. Like we're saying is very convoluted and stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's very dumb.
I don't know. Comment down below what you
Oh
think.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know. I think I maybe actually. Be
I will
onto
tell you
something.
You're
some
not onto
relevant
anything. We're just-
information.
Yeah, literally, so people can understand what Poseidon is saying right now. He says the reason why they're enacting these hate speech laws is to keep people inside Canada, so that anyone who talks shit gets in so much trouble that they're criminals. So because you have a criminal record, you can't go to the United States. That only you still can leave the country
Exactly.
because there's other countries
No
that don't
European
care.
country- yeah.
No European country
Yeah,
gives
but
a
for
shit.
the
so you go
US,
Unless
to
you're
the
on the
no.
Interpol
but
list,
also
not
for the
hate
U.S.,
laws.
since the American government has free speech, if that happens to everyone, then that's probably going to be one of those things that you can flag and be like, my crime was something that is not illegal in the United States. So what you're saying is very dumb.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very dumb.
Okay, I understand. I didn't know that you could do that.
Like, for example, it's illegal, I think, in Florida to eat oranges in your bathtub. I don't know if it's still like that, but it used to be.
Yeah.
So no one's going to give a shit in California or in Canada if you've eaten oranges in your bathtub.
Okay, I get it. Or like if you kick a can, those weird laws that they had for the longest time. Okay, I finally understood.
In case you were wondering, my parents grew up in a communist country, so I can tell you a lot about that. There were only select people in Czechoslovakia that were allowed to leave the country. You could have been either you were a diplomat, you were a musician.
Yeah, that's what
someone
communism is. That's what we're saying. That's why we don't like it.
Yep.
And that's what but here they're going to end up, you know how they're going to end up fucking us on the border? There's going to be so many people that move now that are moving with businesses, whatever, that the United States can be like, okay, we got to put a hold on this. There's too many people. So they're not going to want to accept us or move there,
Yeah.
the Canadians in general, after a while. Then here, they're going to probably do the same shit as a communist country because they're going to be scared that people leave on vacation and stay
Yeah.
elsewhere. They're going to it's going to make it either too expensive or make it really hard for you to fly. Yeah. Because people are going to be leaving. Bro, they fucked up the country to. No one wants to stay here. New immigrants come here and they leave. New immigrants make TikToks, bro. I've seen Pakistanis and Indians go, what the fuck is this country? It's not what you promised me. I got to get
Are
the
you
fuck out of here.
serious?
Yeah, and they leave. Some of them go back to India or Pakistan. Like,
What
that's
do they
how much
state
it
as
is.
reasons why? What is this crazy country?
It's too expensive. There's no housing. There's no jobs. We produce nothing. The government's lost its fucking mind. They're fucking freezing bank accounts. They're beating people they don't like up.
Courtesy of Trudeau?
Yeah. So it's not appealing as a country. It used to be. This used to be the best fucking country. You're right next to the United States. A little bit more chill. We're not as aggressive.
It's a shame.
And then, yeah, we turned a lot of people off, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're willing to go back to the second or third world because of us, then you know it's not fun.
How long
Yeah.
ago was Stephen Harper prime minister? Do you guys happen to know?
10 years?
10 years, yeah.
So he was the last non-liberal prime minister?
Well, we've only had one prime minister since. It's been
Yeah.
Trudeau the whole time.
Oh, he's been here about 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
9 years, 10 years next year.
Yeah. Yeah, you
We'll
thought.
see.
Yeah, who
We'll
else you thought was prime minister during this time?
We'll see what happens with
Another
Queen of England?
person in the Liberal Party. You know,
No,
they
it's been
changed-
Trudeau the
they
whole time.
changed their
We'll see what happens with the change of leadership coming.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna get that far. And also, these laws are getting implemented. They're gonna be hard to like repeal. It's
Yeah.
Well,
it may be
Canada's in-
irreparable.
yeah, the damage that this guy's done economically and socially to Canada is
Yeah.
insane, dude. And they continue. It's fucking crazy. And a lot of people don't even see it. Their kids are gonna see it.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to if you guys want to have a debate on a conversation about this. Did you guys know that the U.S. elections were rigged? That's what I hear. Trump won.
This fucking guy.
I don't pay attention to those things. I'm just telling you. You hear something and you ask someone what they think.
Yeah.
That's all.
You literally just said, did you guys know that the American elections were rigged?
I heard from somebody.
Yeah, who'd
that
you
they
hear from?
were an acquaintance. Now you guys have more
You
information.
have a lot
on
of
the matter.
acquaintances.
Yeah, and no friends.
Yeah.
Odd.
I was just wondering.
What's your question?
Do you believe what I just said? Does it make sense to you?
You
I'm
have
not
to
the expert on the matter. I'm wondering if someone approached you and said, "Are you aware that this is what happened?" According to a
define
claim?"
rigged.
How did they rig
I'm
it?
not a specialist on these things. I don't know. They had help from other
But why
countries.
the
I
fuck
don't
did
know.
you
I
bring it
was
up?
asking
From
what
other countries.
Pantelis thought.
Well, but you have to ask me an actual question because now you're asking me
Okay.
to ask you a question for you.
Do you think they were rigged?
Explain. What do you mean by rigged?
Okay, I'll tell you what I do know. You know the country of Cameroon in Africa? They've had the same prime minister there or president, whatever, for like 30 years.
Please stop. Stop with Cameroon. Please go back.
I'm explaining
No,
what
you're
logic.
not. No, you're not.
I'll
No.
use it.
I've not
for the
asked you the
USA.
logic. When you say rigged,
Yes.
what do you mean by rigged?
The people that work for the elections
Yeah.
always see to it that a given party leader always wins. That's in Cameroon. I don't know about the States. Cameroon, I know.
Yeah, the States is 350 million people.
Okay, so I don't know much. You're welcome to enlighten me. But
I'm
something
trying
along
to,
those
but your
lines.
question, when you
Yes.
say rigged, in your head, when you say the
Okay.
election's rigged in the States, what do you
Okay,
think?
I'll replace the word rigged with tampered. The votes were tampered
Okay, and
with.
what do you mean by that? And I'll explain to you if you understand what you're saying.
Well, the actual vote count says 200 million, but then they were the people who documented the stats said only 180 million, let's
Okay.
say. That's my definition. I don't know. I'm not an expert.
So let me tell you something.
ahead.
Yes, they were rigged,
Okay.
but they're always rigged. There's always a margin for error because people cheat all the time. Just this time, he didn't expect that the Democrats would really go haywire on him. He might have even fucked around the first time too. They always do this kind of shit. Bush and Gore,
yeah?
it was the same thing with Florida when it came down to
That I remember,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
96 or something.
So what happened with Trump, why they're losing their minds, because Trump was actually winning all day, okay? People went, they voted, they were voting Trump. He was winning these places. Then at
Georgia's
2,
another state, by the
yeah,
way.
then at 2 a.m., millions of fucking all over the place, these mail-in ballots just came in.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it made it very suspicious, okay?
Because they shot up like this.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
remember
yeah.
the graph?
Yeah. So it made it very suspicious because a lot of these places, Georgia included, that were saying, no, we don't need ID. We don't need to prove who they are. Anybody could vote, even if
what?
you're. Yeah, it was racist to ask for ID. So it made it very suspicious. Now, does he have a point that it's suspicious? Yeah. But you don't decide the day of the election or the day after now we have to look into this. You guys should have thought of this for years in advance, okay? And
The election
fought-
time is not the time to bring it up, in other words.
Well, no, because it's too late.
Yeah.
Now what are you going to do? Because even though, yeah, it seems super suspicious, it also seems suspicious that Biden got the most votes in presidential history, more than Obama.
Yeah.
No one was more popular than Obama, especially for the Democrats. Biden is in no way more popular than Obama. That's insane.
Do you remember
and then
his
at
rallies?
his rallies, there was no one there, and yet he got 80 million votes, the most ever, and no one liked him. So of course he got votes, but it's very suspicious. So yeah, Trump has a reason.
Okay. I
But
have a-
now you fall in the other trap that Trump fell into. Prove it.
Yeah.
How are you gonna prove? How are you gonna prove error versus malice if you don't have people documented?
Well-
It's too complicated.
Yeah.
Let me- so let
There's
me-
too many moving parts.
Yeah, look at Bush. Bush, I think the first time he won, junior, not
Yeah.
senior, I think he wasn't supposed to win. I think it came down to Florida, his brother's state, and it was
Jeb Bush.
it's Jeb Bush's state, and it became like an error in voting with Al Gore, and it was this weird thing. And then they just said, all right, just give it to him, and people were okay with it. He got cheated.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Al Gore's good; he's another retard.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he did get cheated.
But you know what's crazy about this? Even if you're prepared for this, how
Yeah.
do you stop
How do you
it?
stop it?
So here's a good question. The elections were 2 years ago. Has there been anything going on in terms of challenging?
Well, the elections were almost 4 years ago.
Whatever. Sorry. Yeah.
And yeah, he tried. He goes to court and challenge, but it's very hard, dude. First of all, the system doesn't like Trump.
Yeah.
People hate Trump in the system because he said that he was going to drain the swamp, even though he didn't. So they should like him because he let them all.
Which swamp?
A swamp in
Okay, it doesn't matter.
a swamp in Cajun country down there in New Orleans. Right. Yeah, he meant the swamp, the little swamp of DC.
Sorry, I didn't catch on.
You're hilarious. Which swamp?
But why did he win the first
Can
election?
I address something?
He won the
a good
first
question.
election
Yeah.
because people wanted to. People didn't trust the system. They were angry. Hillary Clinton was the most in-system corrupt whore we've seen in years. So they didn't want her to win. So they weren't. A vote for Trump wasn't always a vote for Trump. A lot of people voted for Trump as
they
a
didn't
as a
like the
fuck you
Democratic
to this. No,
candidate.
no,
Yeah.
as a fuck you to the whole system. Because Trump, even though he's he's not a Republican. Trump's his own thing. So it was just a fuck you to the system.
And also,
So they
nobody
we're gonna throw a wrench in your shitty system that's been fucking us for years.
and nobody expected it.
And no one. That's why. 'Cause
Nobody expected him to win.
no one expected how mad people were that they were so mad that they were willing to vote for a reality TV star just to fuck with the system.
Exactly.
And in the beginning, he did fuck with the
Even
system.
Trump was surprised.
How did he fuck with the system?
In the beginning, he fucked with the system. In the beginning, he went against everyone, and he was actually trying to change. And then after a while, it looks like he just started focusing on fighting with the news and debating everyone, and he wasn't focused on being president anymore. He got distracted by all the shit talking online. He was more focused on tweeting than doing it. But the good thing is, he didn't start a new war, at least.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And then now, this is an ego
Jesus
thing.
Christ, bro.
Oh, shit.
He feels
Too much
like
coffee.
did he shit himself?
I burped.
Oh, and now
damn.
he feels like he got robbed, and he probably did. But
He did, yeah.
Yeah, he feels like he got robbed, and now it's like a revenge tour that he's coming back.
Yeah.
So let's say he wins, which it's actually kind of likely in November. Let's say he wins. The big question is, if you win, are you going to do what you promised you're going to do? Or are you just going to go on a revenge tour to tell people, fuck you, you see I won, I fucking won, I fucking won. So that's the big question with
Only
him.
time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Yeah. I have a question for you, Adam. Have
ahead.
you been having any wacky dreams lately? Or do you have a dream that you remember?
I told you about that, remember? So I was living in the upstairs part of a condo. There were stairs that you had to go downstairs. And I remember I had to wake up my poor mother. Mom, what's going on? I went all the way to the door and opened and I was sleepwalking, right? I remember parts of it. So, but that was many years ago.
Can you scream that again? I love how he says, Mom, what's going on? Do it again.
I don't remember how I said it.
You just said it.
Well, then, I don't know.
You said it.
Mom, what's going on?
No, but you said in a panicky voice. Do it again.
Mom, what's going on? Is that better?
That's
Oh.
it. That's perfect.
That's funny.
I like it.
So wait, hold on. You don't have dreams?
I do, but nothing lately that's registered.
Interesting.
No, you don't remember all your dreams, bro. Don't lie.
No, but do you remember any of them?
Yes, I remember dreaming with
so
my
you remember.
father. I just, they don't
okay,
register.
Oh, okay. You forget them. Okay. I understand. I had a dream recently, P.
Oh, nice.
This involves you as well.
Oh, I don't want to hear you.
It was a
fucking having sex
wacky.
with me
No,
in
no,
your
no. It
dreams.
was a crazy dream. We were going somewhere, and it was on a school bus, and I think we were going to go. Man, I don't remember where we were going, but we were on our school bus, and then
Me and you?
Yeah, and we were with a lot of other people. And what happened is the village that we were passing through got attacked by a giant snake, anaconda.
Oh my god.
And then what
Was
happened?
J-Lo there?
No,
Ice
no.
Cube?
No.
Oh shit! How are we gonna fight this
That's
anaconda?
funny. Wait, J-Lo. And then what happened was, for some reason got off of the bus, and then after like we realized like, yo, the snake's coming closer, you fucking dipped with the school bus. You all fucking abandoned me in the village being attacked by the anaconda, and then the anaconda attacked me, and then I fought back. I grabbed its head and I was stroking it. And the dream ended.
Yeah, you can't fight a giant anaconda. It'll
I
eat
know
you.
I can't fight a
In
giant
real life,
anaconda.
please run away.
No, obviously, but it caught up to me. I tried to run even in the dream, and then it caught me. That was a scary dream. I have these wacky dreams sometimes.
Guys, I again, we're just sharing thoughts. Do you guys? Okay, I have a bit of a. There's a source of confusion which I have, and I was hoping maybe you could like help me sort it out. Okay, I'm sure you guys very well know if you are a journalist, whatever, CTV, CBC, these companies tend to basically just get told, this is what you're going to say. And if you don't, your career's over. I'm sure you guys agree,
Well,
right?
maybe it's not. Well, it's not that blunt, but I see what
More
you're
or
saying.
less. Now, what I don't understand, there's a lot of people that claim, and it's not a claim, it's more than a claim. There's a lot of truth to it, that the media lies to the public, right?
What?
Let me continue.
You literally just described the media lying to the public, and then go, people think they lie.
He's that meme. What's that meme there that he's always late to everything?
We gotta make one. It's
Hold
him.
on. I wanted to quote the podcast. When Terry and Ted were talking about Joe Rogan, he came in, he has no incentives. He just came in and said the truth. My point being, why is it that aren't these independent podcasters and whatever, can't they kind of quote unquote shoot down all these people that are not truthful?
Like shoot them with guns.
No, it's an expression.
Is it?
By the way, this is the most intellectuals episode we've ever had,
Ever.
I think.
Yeah.
Honestly, like my brain's not functioning properly. When
Yeah.
has it ever?
Any thoughts, Pantelis? You have people that are independent that don't, they don't report to CBC, CTV, whatever.
Bro, where the fuck have you been, bro? You're repeating shit you're literally sitting in an independent media studio and you're asking about independent media. Like, dude, we know. Everyone knows. That's why so many people listen to podcasts. Because the fucking corporate press is garbage. Dude, literally yesterday, when there was the Australian thing, before yesterday when it happened, when
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Emmanuel Mari, the priest there, the bishop, when he got stabbed, it was live streamed. An attacker went and stabbed him in the head and in the arm, whatever, and then he stabbed other people. And then they write
No
that people are in
kidding.
critical condition for stabbing. They also write the guy allegedly stabbed. It's like, you can't say allegedly when you're showing the video of him stabbing and you're saying that there's victims of his stabbings. It's nonsense, bro. The media is garbage.
Yeah. They've. It's been a while now that
Yeah.
they're like that.
That's also what helped Trump win, by the way.
Yeah. I have something fun. I have a fun story to talk about. Did you see? You're gonna enjoy this, Pantelis. There was a guy in the States. He created an Instagram account called Stolen Z06. Stolen
What?
Z06. So Z06 is like a famous Chevrolet Corvette. It's like a sports car.
Okay.
That's one of the famous ones, one of the best ones ever made. Fast, powerful, etc.
Okay.
And quick. And basically, what happened? This guy stole the Z06, and then he was he was posting videos on Instagram. He put a 360 cam on the trunk of the car,
Sexy.
and he would provoke police officers into chasing him, and then he would run away.
But doesn't he have a license? Like, can't they see who he is?
No. He blacked out all the windows, ceramic tint on all the windows, so you couldn't see in, but he could see perfectly outside. And he put a plate that said "Will run."
True
That's
story.
amazing.
It's not made up. It's a true story.
This is a true story. And at some point, they finally cornered him.
Oh, no.
But then for some reason, one of the cops decided to like ram into his car a bit more. He ended up freeing him. The guy took off again. Finally, they caught him and they processed him for so much shit. It's insane.
Well,
Dangerous driving, all that stuff. right?
Yeah, there's people that basically they do this. They steal these cars and they just create content like that.
Crazy. Do you know where it happened? By any
that's
chance?
crazy, though.
Huh?
Do you know where this happened?
I forgot the state, but it was somewhere warm. It was like
And what did he call himself?
was Arizona? Fuck, I forgot his name.
What do you mean by provoking cops?
Just Google's. Oh, so like he would find police officers on the highway, like interstate patrol officers, and he would roll up next to them, pretend to cut them off, and then accelerate really fast, brake check them, and then when they finally turn on their lights to chase him, he would take off, and he would keep them, and he would do this at night, and then they would chase him, and then he would take them on this grand tour, bro. In the car, they're basically chasing him for like 2 hours on end, and then when he would get bored, he would just take off and disappear.
But what about gas? So he was so fast, it was faster than all of them?
Yeah. Well, I guess when he had like a quarter left of gas, he would like, okay, I need to gas up soon, so I can't run out. So he would take off on them. He probably had a garage, store the car. He probably had fuel reserves for sure in that garage. Filled it up in the garage. You can't fill that up at a gas station.
Yeah, they're going to see.
You know? So he for sure had fuel reserves in the garage. He would refill the car and then just go out, and he did
How
that.
long did this last?
He literally just did that for content. Months, apparently.
Damn.
Yeah, the guy lasted a while.
Jeez.
Does the account show what kind of sentence? I mean, that's crazy. He
I
could
think
get a
the
10-year
account's
sentence.
called Stolen Z06. Wow. I think it's called. Is it Stolen Z06?
I'm looking for it.
if you go on Instagram, like you'll find the account, and there's dudes doing this in Montreal, huh?
Do you remember how a couple of episodes ago there were people that like were talking about the cars that get stolen?
Yeah.
They even film how they're stealing the cars. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I've been seeing a lot of
stupid,
videos in people stealing cars in Toronto and somewhere else in the States, and they keep telling people, stay in the house. It's not worth me shooting. If you come out of the house, I'll shoot you. It's like just a car. It's just a car.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fuck, in the States, that wouldn't fly, bro. They'd shoot you through the window.
Yeah, 100%. I'd shoot them through the window. And so yeah, this guy's doing this. There's been dudes in Montreal. What they do is they don't steal the cars, but they'll buy a fancy car, and what they do is they'll wear a face mask.
Fake mask.
They'll wear a face mask, and then speed through traffic, bro. I saw one video of the guy crash into multiple cars.
Here.
Hurt people. Yeah. People have been doing this like crazy all of a sudden.
I don't know
Shitty
if it's just
generation.
me. Okay,
I'm pretty sure I've seen people speed by me doing this shit.
They're
'Cause
gonna
I've-
kill someone.
I've seen nice cars, and then I'm like, fuck, bro. I'm like, and I'm driving, and like, I'm a bit faster. You know what I mean? And these dudes are passing me as if I was standing still, bro.
Well, yeah, if they have a faster car.
And I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Guys, this is just a question of perspective, okay? You guys ever heard that expression, don't be judge and jury?
Yeah.
Well, I agree to a certain point that this applies to me. But you know what I don't understand? Whether you go and rob a liquor store and you get arrested and you get charged, what these guys are doing is also illegal. They can get huge I never understood the mentality that people don't mind doing that, you know?
They're doing it for fun, for content. They don't care.
Why'd you do your crimes?
Yeah.
You guys know I got set up. Come on.
Come on, but I also know.
Yeah.
I
You
also
did get
know.
set up,
You
but-
did get set up, but I also know you're a degenerate gambler, a porn addict, and a lifelong failure. So all that adds up, my friend, to a willfulness, a willingness
To do sinister things.
to sinister crime.
You're wrong.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Anyway, at the end of the day, I guess. Okay, hold on. I have to be clear. I know when you speak, you have to speak clearly. Is there any mention of all these set operations of what kind of sentences these guys get? I remember you said, "Oh, they let them out, and a month later they're free."
In Canada, they get nothing. Yeah.
That is-
in
that
the
just makes no
in the
sense.
US, they get razzle frazzled,
Yeah,
my friend.
10
yeah.
years, whatever.
The U.S. doesn't play with that, especially down in Arizona. The state troopers in Arizona are known for being like
Pricks.
No, not pricks, bro. These guys are like RoboCops, bro. They
Well,
bark.
state troopers are crazy.
State troopers, but specifically the ones from Arizona, they're known to like if you fuck around, they'll T-bone you in the middle of They don't care, dude.
I wanted to tell you a crazy story actually about Arizona. I remember his name
was
because
T-boned by
there was
two
a
dudes
cop show
in
airing every
Arizona.
Saturday night. I don't remember his last name, but his first name was
called
James.
Cops.
His first name is James. No joke. This guy, I just for fun was googling him, and he, this guy. So basically, he pulled over a car, and the car he pulled over the guy took a gun and shot him a couple times, and thankfully he survived. And they managed to find the guy, and I think he got a life sentence. But anyway, this guy, can you imagine that? There's a cop who very nearly got shot and killed, named James. Can you imagine? A state trooper, and the guy has 2 sons. I actually remember. I remember
bro,
him
you're
in
a
2
retard.
different contexts.
I can't. You know what?
It's crazy is what I'm pointing is.
We're closing the
It's just
episode.
Yeah, but
Guys,
this is crazy.
thank you for tuning in to this insanity. Follow me, the Poseidon69, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Please subscribe on YouTube. I'm trying to get up to 500. Adam, you can find him in your nearest police station, being convicted of numerous crimes. Pantelis, patreon.com/Pantelis, panteliscomedy.com. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to eat ass.
Intellectuals out.